Good morning, comic book fans. Welcome back to Comics in 5 Minutes. I'm Novo Shorty. Apologies for the weird delay. Bank holidays messes all up. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Superman, Warworld Apocalypse. This is what I've been looking forward to for a while. I'm not going to lie, most is down to this amazing cover. I think it's absolutely brilliant and stunning and bold. But it's also part of a crossover, which I'm not, well, an event which I've not been reading, which is in Action Comics. Last time I read Action Comics was part of the Superman Son of Kal-El crossover thing, and it was basically the actual Superman, Clark Kent, going off to Warworld to fight, and the assumption that he wouldn't return and he'd die, or he'd lose all his powers, or something along those lines. And then I kind of stopped reading it because I read a lot of stuff, and I don't have time to read everything. There's also Dark Crisis ongoing at the moment, which I think Superman has actually died in, and I was thinking, well, hang on, why is he going to die two different places? He's never actually going to die. It's Superman. But it was a little bit like, okay, I've missed a lot. I'm going to go into this and not really know what's going on. And is that going to make it a fun review? Is it going to make it problematic? Am I going to struggle to actually get a sense of what's happening? Or can I just enjoy the spectacle? And weirdly, it's that last bit that happened. Yeah, there's a lot going on I don't know about. Like, I picked it up and it's like, why the hell are Midnight and Apollo on opposite teams? They are like my favorite gay couple in comic books. They love each other. It's so wholesome and adorable, and their backstory is fantastic, and it's so in depth. And I really like the fact that no matter what happens, they kind of always will get together, and they're just so sweet with it. Yeah, I have no idea why they're on opposite sides, but I'm going to spend most of the time thinking about Midnight and Apollo because they're amazing. And then there's just lots of other characters which I can remember like being vaguely there in the Superman Authority thing that Morrison did, but I've kind of lost track of what's happening there as well. And after about 3 or 4 pages, I just thought, just enjoy it. Just read it and enjoy it. Who knows if it's going to get explained? And that's where the fun kind of came, because it is huge and bombastic. It is the end of a big... I don't want to say, like, a continuity changing arc or anything like that. I don't think this is trying to be a let's reinvent the wheel kind of comic book from DC. It is just, we're telling this really big over-the-top Superman story where he's fighting Mongol on Warworld. Why not make a really big over-the-top action-packed conclusion to it? Why not do that? Or just for fun, if nothing else. We don't have to say everything's going to change. We're not even sure. I mean, spoilers, we're not sure what's going to happen when Superman defeats Mongol, if that's going to be the end of Mongol or if he's going to come back, because, he probably will. But it's still just enjoyable over-the-top action. The fight sequences are brilliant. There's even some points where there is motion lines, but they make sense because there's literally just somebody moving so fast in so many different places on a panel in the time that the panel is showing that there's no way you'd know they were in all those places unless there was some kind of motion line and showing what's going on. It's literally just their way of showing actual movement rather than trying to like make it really obvious somebody's swinging a sword. And sword fighting, yes, plenty of sword fighting, brilliant. Superman without his powers is still Superman. If you ever looked at that guy, he's tench. So him with the sword and shield going at Mongol, generally great little sequence. And there's also just lots of fun stuff to happen in there. There is political twists and betrayals. Some really fun betrayals, actually. Some really cool heroic sacrificing, like quite a lot of heroic sacrifice. Some really nice surprise moments, even for the characters in the comic book as well. It's kind of nice to see when we're reading something sat at home or wherever, flipping the comic, going, "Oh my god, that's amazing! I did not see that coming." And then you get a character being like, "Oh man, we really should be more prepared for this kind of stuff. This was totally unexpected. I don't know how we coped." Brilliant. Like, just really, really good fun. Now, does that mean I've got everything out of it? Unfortunately, no. I think because I haven't read all of Action Comics, and because I've kind of drifted away a little bit, and I'm mainly concentrating on Kal-El, Son of Kal-El, I've not read much of Cal's actual comic books, and there's clearly some extra stuff going on there. Even within the little bit we see a little see Action Comics 1046 or 1064, whatever, because something bad happened in that one, and it's like, oh wow, yeah, that probably would make a lot more sense. Now, you don't need to know. I've said this before. Al Jung is a very good example. You don't need to know everything about everything to read and enjoy a comic book, but in this particular instance, it does feel like it would probably be a very hard one to use to get me into reading comic books. And that is a shame, because again, look at that. It looks so cool. It should be a brilliant one. But there's so much other stuff going on, both in continuity and in other events that's happening, that I don't think I have got everything I can get from it. But the fact that I still enjoyed it, like enjoyed the heck out of it, can't tell you enough that this is, I don't even say it's like a kind of brainless popcorn thing. There is like an awful lot of plot threads coming together here in very, very satisfying ways. but it would be more satisfying if I knew what was going on and everything. It would be a better comic book if I'd read everything leading up to it. And unfortunately, that means it's never going to be like a huge high recommendation, because I always go for stuff which should be accessible and should be easy for anyone to pick up and play, which this one sadly isn't. But if you can get over that and just enjoy the spectacle of it, then you're going to get a lot out of it. That's it from me today. I'll be back tomorrow with another review. Until then, look after each other, everyone. Stay safe. Bye.